quick housekeeping thing before I get into it. I've made the executive decision to stop recording in the morning. The quality of the topics was just not there. It is too much to try to pay attention to traffic, and I know I've said my commute's short, but there's a lot of stop and go and cars and kids and all sorts of stuff to pay attention to that I plus I'm tired in the morning, so my brain just doesn't operate quite the way that it should, and I wasn't producing quite as good a material as I could have. So the afternoon is going to be it from now on, or at least for the foreseeable future, and that's what it's going to be. That being said, this afternoon I want to talk about outward appearance versus inward ability. I am not the thinnest, most svelte guy around. I am not toned. I am not in shape, as it were, to generalize the statement. But I would not consider myself unfit. I certainly am not a runner. Long periods of intense cardio activity are not my thing, partially due to the condition of my heart, but also due to the fact that my body has never allowed me to be great. Even when I was younger, as a kid, that was, high energy. I wasn't a person that could run. My legs get super achy, and my lungs and my heart don't like to keep up. But I am what I would consider a strong person, physically strong. I have a lot of power in my legs and my arms and my core, my chest, my shoulders. I'm a strong person, and I will continue to work for long periods of time. I am what I would refer to as a workhorse. So to look at me, you would not necessarily think of somebody that is in peak physical condition, but I can certainly hold my own against a lot of others of similar size and stature. The thing that brought this about was when we were in China climbing the Great Wall. I did so with my daughter on my back. We had her in a carrier. She's a little over 30 pounds. 30 pounds isn't super heavy, but when you're climbing straight up 14-inch steps for an hour plus, it starts to get at you a little bit. And so some of my family was a little surprised to see that I was able to do it and to keep up and to move as quickly as I did and to do as well as I did. And it wasn't necessarily hurtful for them to think that, but it was, kind of an affirmation of I am able to work and move and do things that, again, to look at me, you might not assume that I'm able to do. The other case in point is my summer job. It requires a lot of physicality. I don't know if that's the right word for this sentence, but there's a lot of moving, a lot of lifting, a lot of carrying, a lot of control that needs to be had by your body and your muscles. And I'm able to do that job a lot better than some of the guys that do it full time, simply because I push myself. There are some aspects of my life where I might be considered lazy, but when it comes to working and pushing and improving to myself and to others that I'm able to do something, that is not one of those areas that I'm lazy in. So just keep in mind that someone's outward appearance does not always reflect their inward ability to accomplish a task, whether it's mental, physical, or anything else along those lines. Think about that. Take a second the next time you look at somebody before you judge them and what they're capable of. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.